this evening's event. This is the first of this year's 50th anniversary events here at the Welsh WMZoo. We've been here 50 years. I don't know whether I look it, but I was here on opening day. Tonight, it's such a wonderful illustration of how zoos have changed and what they're doing and what they get involved with. So it really is fantastic. It is just so fantastic tonight to be able to tell you that we have with us as our special guest of honour somebody who, if you talk lemurs, if you're interested in lemurs, if you're a primatologist, if you care about lemurs and wildlife in Madagascar, you know the name Dr. Alison Jolly, and we're really pleased to have her. That's enough of me. Julia Jones.
This evening, we thought I'd start with a kind of general introduction to Madagascar, and then Voahirana, who works for the NGO we're raising money for, Madagascar Kudzi, would do a more specific introduction to the NGO and to the work they're doing in the Mangor Bay forest, which is where all of the money raised tonight is going. So I was asked to introduce Madagascar. Well, that's a bit of a big ask. It's a country 3 times the size of the British Isles. So what I've done is I'm doing a really brief and very personal introduction. Now, most views we get of Madagascar, most of the visions we see projected in wildlife documentaries shown on TV in the UK, show kind of a very sort of pure, wild Madagascar. Madagascar with no people in it. It's always the lemurs, it's the wildlife. Whether it's the fantastic injury found in the eastern rainforest of Madagascar, or Alison Jolly's specialty. She spent 50 years studying these beautiful ring-tailed lemurs from the south of Madagascar. But whatever we see, whatever image we have, it's lacking the people. And Madagascar is home to 22 million people, and I hope, if I do nothing else, I want to, in this brief talk, sort of put the people back in this image of Madagascar. The third thing you might not know about Madagascar is it has really deep roots and deep connections with Wales. Now, some of you might have thought that we had these colours, the green, white and red, tonight in our theme, because it's the colours of Wales. But it's also the colour of Madagascar. You can see the 2 flags intertwined there. And the connections, I think it's probably a coincidence, the colours of the flags, but the connections between the 2 countries go back a very long way. In 1814, David Jones, a young missionary from Cardiganshire, went out to Madagascar, and his purpose was to translate the Bible into Malagasy. But of course, to do that, he had to develop a written form of the Malagasy language. So although Malagasy had been written down by Arabic, using Arabic script by Arabic traders many centuries before in what's known as the sorbet, the kind of big writing, that wasn't popularised or widely used. And to develop this, a Bible, the missionaries, of course, had to write it down in a way that could easily be learned, and they used the Roman script that we all use. And it was a close relationship between David Jones and King Randriamamonjy I of Madagascar. He was very pro-writing, and was very quite interested in Christianity and very keen to get the language written. And the fourth and final thing you might not know about Madagascar, but it's worth knowing, is it has really great music. So we've been enjoying some of it tonight. And after the talks, Sarabidi is going to introduce the national dance of Madagascar to you, the Afindra Findrao, and I hope you'll all join in. She'll talk all about that later. But the point is, Madagascar music is fantastic. There's a huge range of music. And of course, the wildlife of Madagascar is amazing. You'll see some great pictures in Voahirana's talk. But of course, the flip side of that is, as you're all, I'm sure, aware, there's huge environmental problems in Madagascar as well. Deforestation, soil erosion, overexploitation, overhunting, all of these are big problems. So I wanted to end with the Malagasy proverb. The Malagasy language is a really rich and beautiful language, and it's very rich in proverbs. They have nice little sayings for all occasions. And so I wanted to end on this saying, which literally just means together rock and separated with just sand. And I've included here 2 photographs, one of the student group that organised tonight, Bangor University environmental students that are interested in forest conservation, and a class of students at University of Tanna, which I gave a talk to last year. They're all studying environmental related subjects. And I think with these motivated students all really interested in conservation issues in Madagascar, then hopefully the future could be positive. So now I'm going to hand over to Voahirana. So Voahirana, where are you? She is here. Voahirana, or her European name is Claudia. She's come fully dressed. Is a master's student at Bangor University doing a conservation land management master's with us. But that's actually her second master's degree. She's already done a master's degree in Madagascar, working through Madagascar Bokadzi on a joint Bangor Madagascar project. So I'll hand over to Voahirana. Thank you.
First of all, thanks to Nick and thanks to Julia for introducing me. And last but not least, thank to all of you that who are coming to this event. I am just amazed to see so many of you interested about our culture. So thank you so much. I am going to talk about my organization called Madagascar Bokadzi. And Bokadzi means conserved. And I am going to talk about the Magabe forest and our link with Wales. Our organization is a Malagasy association. It was founded in 2005 under the initiative of Dr. Richard Jenkins. And after founding our association, we are aiming to do conservation of emblematic species such as bats and lemurs, chameleons and lizards. And we are also aiming to protect the rainforest with close collaboration with local people and without neglecting the education and awareness program to the children and to the adult people. And actually, our association is led by a dynamic Malagasy woman, as Julia presented before. She is called Julie, and we are now actually about 40 staffs in our organization. So, apart the golden Mandela, Magabe is very rich in biodiversity as well as in fauna and flora, such as orchids, such as lizards, such as amazing gecko, and such as so many species of insects, and as well so many species of lemurs, such as idri and the brown lemurs. So Magabe is very rich in biodiversity, and the main threat is also the illegal bushmeat hunting around this rainforest of Madagascar. As we can see through the photo, this is a photo of a young boy carrying dead lemurs. Today we have seen lemurs displayed in the zoo, but this is what happened for these lemurs. And we can see other photos showing dead lemurs. The main reason people hunt and eat lemurs is because they don't have enough access to domestic meats, so going to forest is an easy way for them to hunt without paying anything. So it's mainly based about the poverty of this people. Getting this collaboration through the size of Wales, we had more activities around the Magabe protected area, such as the education and awareness program through the children and the adults. This is, and we designed a tool, for instance, injury mascot, to spread a message to the young children in the school about the threats of this protected species, and to let the people know about the rules, about the biology, and about the importance of the lemur species, such as last year, one of our students from Madagascar Bokadzi, she is Sally, with a member of Welsh WMZoo, to spread the message about the threats concerning the lemurs. And last year also, a couple of teachers, they are here actually in this room, Tim and Claire, were going to Magabe rainforest area to do some educational program in primary schools and to do some organizations for the children to spread the message about the lemurs. And here we can see finally, this is a photo of our director, Julie, and I am now reading for you her message. Hi everyone, I won't be physically there, but certainly join you with a cup of tea in Madagascar. Thanks for all the organizing committee, thanks for those who are coming. We really appreciate all the efforts you are putting into this event. Be sure that you will be rewarded by the smile of a child in Mangabe, the call of a golden Montella frog, and the song of a happy Idri. Thank you from all the team of Madagascar Advocacy. So, thank you so much.
What I really want to do is propose a vote of thanks to Julie for organizing this fabulous evening, to all of you for supporting it, to the Welsh Mountain Zoo. I've been studying lemurs off and on for 50 years, mostly ringtails. I'm most impressed with your ringtail exhibit, which looks like, I think, a ringtail's idea of heaven. I also am most impressed with Madagascar Voahirana. I saw its beginnings as a little organization to preserve bats, especially fruit bats, especially to convince people that fruit bats didn't just eat the fruit, they do something useful. A very famous early education poster of Madagascar Voahirana was drawn by the children, and the children had got the message that a bat can't keep heavy seeds in its body very long while it's trying to fly. So this poster has lots of children's pictures of fruit bats pooping and spreading the seeds of the forest to new areas outside the forest, which very few other animals can do. I started out being just a lemur watcher. I eventually wound up writing children's books because I think the kind of work you are doing with people in the next generation is the most important.